He's wind up out.
Well, no, that's
Right, we'll have a listen to Tuesday for a little bit.
Tunes are their control. Do you let them upon that one? I think when Monk will tell you when I've got monks, people shit monks on you. Like you.
Maybe.
They should be allowed to do one run. You know? It's fucking. Come on. You can't be controlled. Like, you let on. I'll let anyone on. I can give up. But. What did I do?
Tuesday's up in there.
On about who? Who you on about? Was it me?
I watched it all.
So why say you? Was it me?
Did you hear that, Stevie?
I've got Garby a few names, but I don't think I've been on about the trainer one. I'll be honest.
I don't know what happened.
Why then? Play me. Fucking hell, at least I won't know what I've fucking done tunes.
Fucking
No,
So here we go, Jim Smith just joined the chat. Tuesdays.
Come on, Jim Smith, come on over here.
What makes me laugh, Stevie?
I'm not. Listen, I'm not.
What man gets that wrong with 4 cans of Stella, mate? That is pure embarrassment. 4 cans of Stella, right, for a 15 stone. 15 stone lump.
You showed your face, I've shown my face.
4 cans of Stella turns into, I reckon, alcohol turns into more of a night.
So, am I?
We're going to be, yes, Steve, we're going to be indoors just for a little bit longer. I'll be moving just getting all me stuff on me gear together.
I have a fucking question.
Just got to be a little bit quiet. Time is all.
Listen, man, actually straight, man. If I want to pay for them, you won't get out here.
Just man up.
So you got James Smith, right? Who's shitting on because you've asked him to come on and have a conversation, right? Not argue.
They stole last night, like, to be honest. I had a proper good clip. I was knackered.
And like, tell us why he keeps mentioning this so much. Guarantee he's going to say, "Oh, I've never mentioned. Why might I've mentioned your daughters? James Smith, why to go? Why might I've said it? And then tell us why you keep mentioning your name. And tell us why you're such a fucking weirdo. You mentioned other fucking female names as well. You know, that's simple. Simplicity. Come on, shoes. Get them on.
Exactly, mate. My nana could. My nana could have 4 cans of Stella.
Was there any other thing saying I'm skinny? Don't eat.
No, I just got to find me. I've got the sauce on car.
That's fine.
What makes it even worse is Tuesday's wife sat next to him. He's talking to his wife while he's doing this. Pure embarrassment.
I only looked at chat once.
What an embarrassment.
Come on, Jim, jump on. Tell us what you did. Tell us why you keep going on at certain people. It's on.
Yeah, I'm live now, mate.
Normal conversation.
Well, I'm live. Tuesday's live. 104 people.
You ain't had a beer and that, you ain't got the bottles.
Yeah, 100 more people.
That's courage to have a beer and that, you ain't got the balls to come on.
Are you on a Jim?
You ain't got the balls to come on in front of him. You little pussy boy.
It's me front about
it was literally 12 hours ago.
It's the nice guy, that's pretty cool. Fucking for an AI or whatever. Jim, why do you Jim?
He needs AI. AOL.
Fucking tell me live for. And then you call the big nose cunt anyway. Come and sniff. I got the fucking up you as well, you cunt.
Tune did not hear me the other week say it. All he did skinny pit. He's just a skinny pisser. That's what Jim is.
After work and all that, he's been like fucking pensioned off.
Yeah, Tunes as this is live now is well, it's not even an explanation about last night. It's just
a skinny alcohol.
Well, it's called. He's named it My Right to Reply.
Why would you say that?
Cracking game just on ITV then, wasn't it? 3-2 Coventry.
Right. Fox here. Didn't Barnes still see he got on his way to my golf a couple of days ago? Fox here.
Yeah, I know you. Someone sent me
No, Barnsley, mate, you lost a bit of credibility there. You can't come on YouTube for 24 hours, well, 48 hours, promising you're going to shows. Promising. Then just not do now, mate.
You choose, right? Come on here, right? You've showed your boat yesterday.
Kringle's in the back here with his AOL AI as Mr. Nice Guy. Jules has already let him on the panel. He's going to get bomb bombed 100%.
So, Junes, where the hell, Junes? Where the Junes?
I'm in the garage, mate. In the garage, getting stuff sorted, powered jets. Two of the cars get their full twice a year valet while the footy's on.
She's on her jam rap. Oh, what are you moving my comments for? Remove this comment.
We'll be moving outside, so.
Me being a predator, I'm gonna put you in Banter City.
Is that what you said?
This channel's rubbish.
He's got it on Sean now.
Did you put that Chris Hansen or whatever it was? That. I think I've seen that. Why? Right. Why are people so bothered? What people write on?
I'm off.
Yeah. Come on.
Did one day yesterday. I've got 2 holidays today and tomorrow. Then my normal days off, so I'm not back in work till Thursday night.
People want to control someone's channel, right? I'll come on here, like you, and the white ball up because I'm here. But you're looking at the trying to control the channel. Can't hear that you're there. They work for fake channels. I've got fake channels, never.
And then I started going over there and they started following me.
I've just listened to a bit back there on 420s.
And then that Peggy had a lot to do with it, didn't she? Fucking telling
that Roman was on money.
No, I'm talking about Jim.
Right, I tuned you right for him. They used you though. You've got like I was saying to you, I helped Jim when he started trying to jump on that platform. So was a judge and argument about it.
Come on, Jim Smith, get on.
Won't give it to him, and then he shit himself in it because he thought he was out of order. But that was quite racist. To be fair, I got. What you on about? What everybody's thinking from? So that's a bit of a racist statement. What? You said his daughters had loads of black cock.
Who said that? No. Is it weird? Is that an actual race thing or not? I'm not being funny. I think it's not racist. It's just I've got to say it's not. The next day I own this news and I apologise. Exactly. But it's not racist though. And we're there. What are you trying to say there? You said with that. I'm gonna say all of you lot owe Jim Smith a big apology. Yeah.
So what it is, yeah, I'm talking a little bit now. So twice a year I wash my car on the front. I had it all planned today. Goes in the garage, open the door, next door neighbour. All the gear out, washed with his big plans hand. All the gear out, about that far away from me. It's nearly done now, yes, right. Pick up the rabbit. Check it.
Yeah, just handling that. Yeah, Mike said you're a cunt as well.
I haven't met him, but I am with you. I'm a cunt anyway.
I'm not saying you just look, just feel what you're going to suffer it. I didn't say what I thought. Listen, I'm not going to start arguing with him just because you fell slow on the other weekend. I didn't even know who he was, to be fair. Who? What?
Elbow grease. You watch that match there, Andy? Coventry.
I'm not causing
Man
trouble.
City, Newcastle later on, that'll be good now.
What, me? Yeah. Tunes, I'll do, right. If they go at me, I'll do about them. I'm not, no one can ever say I'm a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm doing my own fucking name. Obviously, but Tunes, you're, in theory, you're a troll because you come on and then you say sorry.
Hey, how do you call anyone a faggot who've had more bricks than shafts?
You apologise if I make a faggot at the time. Stop apologising.
Hey, man, yeah. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm quite back, mate.
Stop Tunes is a fag every day of the week when he comes on the next game.
I smoke back on a day from my 4-5, man. Nobody's safe. No game safe. I'm 4-5 for future number. Yeah, you put me with 4-5, Max 10, summer.
I didn't know that yesterday with the 4-5. Is this one of them fucking content?
Cold 45.
Tunes, what you getting up to these days, mate? Is that it? Like, obviously, I was on and I was seeing someone about 4-5 and I'm like, I was YouTube update.
Yeah, people gun. You got
Tunes, I'm not doing that, mate. That's nasty.
I think you say last night you do more black people than anyone.
What? Was it?
Yeah, you do more black people than everyone. I mean, I thought I was just the cops in America at one point.
Hell, was young Tunes weren't shouting about God. They're trying to control your channel.
Yeah,
I know who that is. That's Crinkle. Crinkle, you don't want to be over here, bro. See if you can do tunes. You got on the panel there. That's Crinkle, everyone. We've made it when Crinkle's muscling in on you. Did have a good chat with Crinkle. He might be alright with me. Don't think he'll remember it, like. I think it was on Ministries.
I don't even know why he's Jack. He's entitled to say what he wants. So when people shit on like there when he said something about fucking Jim Smith fucking law with whatever black box, it's just the money given from they're going to get it back. And simple. I don't even know why he apologized. I would apologize.
Gotta find a bucket. Ian Beale, Reece Mason,
7 years we were that we okay. I don't. If I'm freaking out, why you sitting here? I don't find freak, bro. Don't get it. Don't get it, bro. Find freak. Like, I see you out there, I'm sitting there, I see spicy. You're yeah, no, I wanted to post it. I wanted to post what he thinks is me trolling the state or something. Listen, Mr. Saxton, let's just get this right. Apparently, this has been going on for 2 years. I told in the family, me and my wife, and we got run out of town. Hello, live in the same fucking town and lived my whole life, mate. My whole life. Right. I'll tell you from what I've heard about you, right? And I've never sat and argued, really. I see tunes trying to antagonise stuff. I was told that you've been done controlling. You and your wife. Yep. I don't know what about it. But I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to control or who control. This is the thing, bro. Yeah. With the crimes that people have got on here, yeah, I would fucking be more than willing to say, yeah, I've got some control if I am. You know what I mean? But I haven't. Exactly. Monk, I've shown my enhanced DBS to the fucking. I've shown my enhanced. I had a fight with the bottle when I won this football ground. I'll go on any estate I want in this town, go right to the middle of the town, you do realise you don't get your enhanced DBS out. Barney Bill was a grant to Matt Millen.
I ain't getting my fucking DBS out.
Right. We're there then. So what we agreed, we're there. Tunes, I'm not saying you have to. Barney Bill said, so we agreed before we got in the argument. So, if you would have proved your enhanced DBS. If you didn't, you would the grant.
I don't know why. Charlie, I would have been convicted of controlling. I've been arrested for it.
I'm not saying that. Tunes, I'm on about the fucking death the other day. So Barney Bill was a grant to charity. So I'm saying Tunes, Barney Bill grant to charity.
So I'll be quite over the ball. What's he talking about there?
Read the chat, I don't even care what to say. There you go. Just got back to the house.
The problem is for the few people that listen, I told you that.
Check this. Oh yeah, adult, we got something for you. So my wife just got
next door, just about finish house, I'll move outside. Bad start.
Show me a charge on that. I wouldn't force that. Show me a charge on my wife.
Mate, I haven't. It was in the chat yesterday. I seen him. I think it was.
I've shown mine, right? When I
think it was Jay's. Jay's chat and made one comment, first comment I've seen for weeks. And all he said was,
I wouldn't prove now to anyone here.
If he's got a spanner in anyone's channel.
What's this? You're a front though, Monk. You know that. So, well, if there was any.
He said if he's got spanner in anyone's channel, he'd appreciate if they take it. Whatever he means by that. But no, he's on the missing list, like Phil. Probably had enough, you know what I mean? He'd had enough weeks ago, and it hasn't got any better, has it? It's fair to say. So we'll be outside soon. Get this show started. Football hasn't started yet. So should just be in time. So sorry you're having to. Yeah, we're on about Phil, Randy. You seen him anywhere, like? Usually does still pop on here, like, you know what I mean?
And fucking
It doesn't matter though, why should we start tunes? You could hear me, Bill, what? On about somebody come on, try to sort something, right? So we made an agreement. So obviously you want to put it in and that's yes, you haven't got it. Tunes, you haven't got it. What I'm saying, you haven't got it. Well, Bill agreed. If you didn't do it, basically you've got it, I had to get paid for, and obviously you're not agreeing with it. So Bill was the grand charity. So I think
I'd be using that anyway, that I got to rest my iPad on. So I've got my iPad plugged into the socket in the garage, and my phone right next to it, but I want to get outside.
I'm actually and that's it, man. That was the agreement the other day. So you want to so Bill has to do that.
Why 5 minutes? I'm going to get rid of it. There you go. He's gone. You don't have to worry now about rolling all that stuff.
It's alright, isn't it? My wife's got a job working for service, right? I don't think they're going to let people on there who got control disabled people, are they? And like my wife said, carry on, people. Carry on.
Yes, it's all good. So, these are where I'm from.
So what you just seen there? Because people said what?
What? What about?
See, I won't see what you tunes. I knew for a fact, right? The other day, the great one. I knew you would. You don't have to. Donate $1,000. Jude, you not just see I'm not doing it, and then why should you have to? Because most do. But the agreement was he'll donate £1,000 if you want to it. So you said you're not. So Bill owes £1,000 to charity. Yeah. And that's it. That was the agreement. Go watch it back, everyone.
Yeah, well,
I'll see Matt Mills.
BBS anyway.
It was cheap tunes, you know what it is? It's cheap as fuck. I'll buy it to be a drive instructor, and I've showed you all that.
Yes, it's all done automatically.
It was under tunes, it was under like 20, I think it was under 30 quid, but I think it was under that. Oh, sure, you've got to apply, you got like certain jobs, like, so that now.
Yes, I know. And that's bollocks that you said I want to put my license back in 2004.
Listen, tunes, I don't even know, but what I'm saying is, me and Bill had a thing, you're not doing it for that. Bill agreed, it didn't happen, even if you do that. They've all lost, obviously, and
why don't you
I'm not thinking with Bill. Yeah. Tunes, he said he was coming to the door with a minibus on your live. I'm too big for him. He's not going to be able to keep me with shin pads on.
What?
Tunes, without saying this argument for antagonized. He had shin pads on his face, right?
Yeah, because he's
shin pads, right? Shin. Visual shin. Wearing like a blue collar, wearing like a proper blue collar. I didn't know. I'm not sure.
With your eyes,
blue collar, man. Like blue collar, they make it cut up in that. When I had my 2 fights, boxing matches, it was unlicensed. When they had guards and I couldn't get full got punched in there. I'm not wearing
fucking somebody else, like fat bastard.
But he said, listen, Tunes, he said he was turned up, same as Gar, but I've had 2 people this week. Fuck me, I must be about 8. No, what you talking about? People not turning up. You might as well be out party shop. You know it is, okay. I was sitting laughing. And without taking the piss, like, with Bill. Like, obviously, he said he was on Tuesdays. I took on them on Tuesdays. I'm not saying about getting a minibus. Now, I'm not little. People got to understand, like, I didn't know what I'm doing. Just because I'm right. Oh, you now get on when you got them 5 minute coffee. They do you. Now it is. I'll tell you what happened. So I was with a lass, and the lad started with that lass. I hit that lad. I look trying to find by the time I went on the taxi round with that lad, cops had turned up. I should have gotten in the first taxi, and I didn't. And I didn't. Obviously, the fucking speed as well.
How bars we're just getting going now, bro. Should have started at 3 o'clock. Would have been better. 1 sec while I move it. Gotta get it where you can't see my number plate, like.
Come on,
That's true, that, like, shuffling never even heard of Monk until a couple of weeks ago, I believe that as well.
He's the only one that come on and fucking start it back to that road. No one else.
Now, but like, why should everyone stick up you? You fucking drop your ass next in, fucking flat. I'm sorry, this, sorry, that. Why should people stick up you when you can't stick up yourself and everything?
Look, this that wants you to apologise for boxing. That's that.
Who done that? Did I just wait with it? Walk on the story. That cunt man from boxing. That cunt. You'll clear when you're fucking.
That's what he says himself.
Where's Kenny Malice? Where's Kenny Malice? I mean, what do you know? I'm trying to find out where I get that RSO oil. Listen, what's the matter with you? Why are you fucking kicking off? I'm coming on and you haven't done something. That's the shit what I said about you that looks bad like that. Don't apologize for what. Well, would you ever try to apologize by yourself? I can't say what's that? Would you ever find us to apologize? I think we don't apologize, no. Oh, yeah. No, that's fair enough. I can't.
What's that?
Struggle here. Don't worry. Let's do. That'll do, worry. Tottenham Baz anyway, how are you doing? Yes, David Williams, pick up yourself. David Williams is a new star. Everyone's talking about David. Big game for you today, like Baz. Yes, so now you do, mate. You alright, kid? Yeah, twice a year. Wash of the car, mate. I've just spent 300 quid on it this week, you know. Oh, look here. Yeah, big game for the town, Baz. 5-0. Is that what you reckon? Oh, yeah, you've been the lot, haven't you, mate? Yeah, man.
Anything I've ever started on you. Yes, I may be more influenced than anything worse, but I'll continue to do that.
Sam is standing right next to me. Look.
I'm going out against this, June. I hope you fucking get out of the bed, get off the fucking blow up mattress, you cunt. I wasn't being nasty, just that you don't understand it.
I told you that blow up bed, it burst. Only steps.
It was you, you fat bastard.
That's right, you little fucking, you're like, oh, fucking me, guys.
There, mate. No. George, stop at the big man, because
That's it, mate. He's talking about, you're actually the big man in front of your missus all the time. You're a little fucking nigga. I've seen you, right? You're fucking me.
I know whenever no, I thought this is what happened last week. I was talking in the hell out.
Just fucking off. Get him on bring that fucking.
He's on the beat as well, flavor. Man, you know, fucking insulters have been fucking. I've been so hot.
See, this man, see, you know, off last night.
just gonna help yourself, can't he? Fucking gonna do.
I like the money like that.
See, I do. It was funny. Like, I don't mind winding him up, but like, he kind of help yourself. Like, he keeps it in for about 40 seconds, and he's like, fuck it, I'm seeing it.
I'll come on.
Fucking it. Come on, I'll wind that one up for him. Yeah, I know. I can see what started.
Yeah, already is still out of order, isn't it?
What's that?
No, it's not. No. You said you replied back.
Well, no one's got the balls to come on the front door.
I've had loads of things said to me.
None of them wankers are come on with us. Not too bad.
That's good, not whatever.
No, I popped it with a 4 or 5.
Just in the corner at the back. Who's got any legs?
Can't be right.
Who's got any legs? Just in the back.
Are you friends with all them people that fucking drama queens?
I'm friends with no one, man. I'm friends with nobody.
Are you on a debate?
No, I'm on about fucking drama.
Can't be right. That's the worst.
About all the comments.
Nah, he's just not that funny.
Did you think the other week where he says, I like to take up basically fell and crash your opportunity to take a sound off?
Yeah. What?
That's what I mean. Like, you know what it is? Well, the lead time get out there, come on, get out.
I call that power spray, like. Not right there.
Is that your shit? Yeah, it's a fucking shit, bro. Fucking hell.
That's pretty good. At least you've got a book for your bed and you've got a cup on.
I was going to show me one day, put up before with locked over fucking blood space on. What the fuck? You right now, you got that man blood. I like blood, but I now show me was pumping that fucking locked on the blood space. Big up phone like a fucking. I can only big up phone
He's always talking about sex, innit? About like your wife and all that. Trying to make stuff really sound all that jaded.
That was going to have a compliment to me, man. Fucking hell. You invited me in the shop. Well, you get inside the shop walking. When you put a broken Johnson, they'll straighten it back up.
See me getting right pissed off with this, like, are we going fat? Pick up yourself.
Dummies on the eye. Yeah, got Friday. Well, you know what I do? I'll pay for my eyes to go hunky out. Not feeling the stress out with him. If I want to pay for them to go, you bought it, which I do. They just swing out like swingers. It's like Sean Wayne's walked on the fucking weirdo. Big up. I just thought, you know what it is? Like, obviously, when I jumped on that deal, I don't want to apologise. I'll admit what I've said. I've said bad things, but I mean it. Like, you look at it called brother Gary. Sure, where did it go? Nah, because it called brother.
What's your like, is that true with your friend Becky, Ricky, Leggett, something, shadow box or that no bollocks? No Sean White, he talks a lot of lies, you know. He says,
why does he just jump on the phone after his question?
You don't remember Sean Wayne on the register?
Yeah, he makes
That's when I got the number on it all too, and I'll give you the number.
well, what is he? Not very good, is he?
No, he's only good at flower.
Everyone sees one or something like that.
He literally sticks that thumb up the fucking piles. He's off the arse, brother. Tunes the feeling.
So, talking about it, fucking tough.
Good, God. Fuck off the thing on front of you.
I wouldn't do it, we're talking about.
Lick off, yeah. I'll tell you what, my Spanish I can't fucking. I'll tell you what it is. I'll get 3 spanners in, that's it.
Why is I going to fake say what?
Who's he, Larry? Just for a little bit of background, you know what I mean?
People who jump on the fucking panel are the ones who, regardless what people are shuffling on, or shuffle and jump on anywhere, but without people on the panel, the fucking it's shit. Even more experienced that move. You know, when I jumped on yours, everyone was saying, get it up. But yeah, fuck me, it's boring. You know what I mean? He's jumping on for a bit of crap.
Exactly.
I'll be honest with you, it's not like people quite a bit laugh, but the things you say from, like, come on, man.
Everything up here.
Man, but you let your mouth run too much, and you say stuff, he's like, bro, come on. No, it's when he's with Julian. When he's with Julian, that's when he starts. When he's on his own.
That's it. You know what? No one will ever tell me what's it. I'll always have the responsibility. I may not be a good deal. But what? I'm not a fucking apologiser like you listen to me.
Shut up, you won't get on.
You do though, June. You do. Next day you're fucking sitting. You're like.
You might really start again.
Because I don't even know how to pronounce what you do.
Oh, Jay, you are the last person ever to be talking about this kind of stuff, bro. Take a look in the mirror, bro. You look like. Oi, you look like. You remember that film Weird Skies? Turns check to that. That's what you look like, Jay, bro. Calm down, man. Calm down. You know what? Oh, keep
Darwin, you can't ask me any questions, son. Think about who you were around with. What the wrong is? What the wrong is? The wrong is
you look for a spanner and every fucking. So when I made Babs and fucking banter pods, you was fucking going mad. And every time I give us a spanner, you fucking make them lies. Bullshit.
And you know what? You were told you little faggot, so you're beating a little tip. You burn your fucking Spaniard.
Fuck off. Shut up. You're just a little fella. You've lost all your hair.
I'm not taking this here, June. I know I've seen, right? June Wayne there. Tell me what to do in the chat, right?
Alright.
You give me a fucking spanner? You will find out 13 million.
Going on. I'm a spanner.
I listen to like I've done.
Come on, girl. Come on, slag Jim Smith off. Come on, girl. Eat this.
Come on, it's like Jim Smith off the chin. You know, Jim's trying to get along with the I thought you had back and forth. No, I'm back smoking, bro. I was thinking, didn't I? So I'm back to the gym. So I'm back to the and you feel it, that's going on, no? No, he's right the other day, mate. Got up, like literally having a piss, bro. And next thing I know, my wife's waking me up, literally on the bathroom, or the cock no recollection whatsoever. Must have tried to grab the fucking. You're lucky Tunes wasn't there, you didn't hang out the end of it.
You're the one that fucking tops the tiles, isn't it? You said to the same for this Julian, didn't you? Old fucking.
Julian, now stroke his foot. You were trying to hit on the end of the months.
The old school, talking all sorts of cool. Fucking head, you know what I'm saying?
Ed the talking all sorts.
I don't know, it's black and white. Hey, what are you talking about? You might have said that before, Sean, mate, but before that, you was kind of begging all the time, was not. Mate,
but I was in the fish short. Listen, Junior, in the clip of Sean Weir, he's got a slick back grease head, right? Listen, we all see how Cameron's at the best tunes. He's got greasy hair, slick back, and he looks like a fucking red chest from first. Simple.
What's the name?
Who remembers Sean Wayne showed his face? He said it wasn't him, mate, but it was on this channel before Sean had been on any panels, and he just gave a quick flash of his head. I brought him on, and he hadn't turned his camera off, and that's where Shuffling's got that from.
What? Have you ever spoken to Donna before?
What has it, Donna? I don't know.
Donna, I'll get that tomorrow. I never really think so.
Is it Donna Kebab? What is it person?
That's what I said, girl.
I'm not arguing with women, too, like you.
Fuck off, you argue with me all the time, you fucking two-faced lying bastard. You've said loads of nasty things about women, you know.
Yeah, I make it up the diet.
Oh, fuck off. You're my little work.
Tunes with it, you said I've said stuff about women. You can't fight before we have said stuff. And then you're wrong. I'm a deep man.
It's come on, this is fucking
So what Tunes does, yeah, worked it out. So you see how we tried to get Lammy in last night? Lammy joined Marcos because he knows Lammy. He's got a good reputation on here as like a good guy. So Tunes links himself to a good guy to take the bit of the smoke off him, innit? And the same with Barnsley Bill. You know what I mean?
If you let Jane on your channel get more of a wrong and channel than ever before. Big up yourself. Shoot you on scared of faggot. You only put the balls anyway, you've had your time to drink. A calf. £8. You can't even have
The weight cans.
Oh, look what Sean's like. That money. You got money coming up. Quite in common. Egg legends, shadow box. Oh, look what Sean's saying.
Who's got money coming up? Not me. Bob Carrot is a little fun from his dogs on the big on the bomb. Right on, you know, the other thing is like to be fair, if I could have a dog with my car, can't have a dog. Listen to another dog and make me money off. Funny how I got them young and I still have them young next year. Meow. How many dogs you got, Bob? 15.
Fuck it, must have a lot of dog shit in our garden.
So, is that a problem? You standing good.
No, my dog goes to shit in. What's going on?
Yeah. How much do they worth? Yeah. There you go.
Don't sell it yet. Don't give the dog to yet. You fucking sell it.
Yeah, you'll get it back. Oh, oh yeah, big subject. I mean, come on, man. Don't fight. That's not fucking bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look at the fight.
Fucking hell, you know, I bet you had how many times you have to like a bath, wash the hair and all that.
June stuff like that. You did. That's it.
That's you.
I
No, but they look like that's the like them dogs are like maintenance. You have to be washing them.
Oh, they got one. June's right. When you put down anything, just pressure one. Sorry, mate.
Sean, if you carry on, I'm fucking blocked up. Fucking saying that. I would know my chat.
I hope I sort of make well get upset. No, you haven't got the water to put with them yet. Shit, yeah.
Yes, Phil, how you doing, kid? Yeah, man, no worries, fella. I know, yeah. I don't blame you. Just, take man, loads of people asking how you are and that, and if they've seen you. I thought he's going to come on any channel, mate. It will be this one. He's always back the moon, you know what I mean? I feel bad for not talking to you, as I'm going to quickly do this car and then get back to normal, yeah.
Shuffling's the Murphy fuck, isn't it?
They're bringing that.
Wow, such a sandwich.
Get off on your mouth.
Alright, shuffling. When are you going to start? Yeah, you're waiting for the breakfast juice.
What?
When are you going to start? Getting back on weights. Get on juice like mum.
He didn't got any Eagles, yeah. That's not already.
We do already got Ricky, you know what I mean?
With
Oh, June, don't make that funny, that mate.
Fucking shuffling.
Not gonna get down,
God, fucking, boy, you ain't 6'4", are you? You 6'4", are you?
you ain't that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, June,
I just thought, you know what? That's not open, is it? Having this knobhead on. Knobhead. Smithers. I just got in last night, Dave. You know, I was at work. I had to go to Tesco, yeah? 3-0 after 24 minutes. Jesus. Just got in. Just got sorted. Shot my phone on charge. And you're bloody gone. See, you had Lucifer on, eh? Lucifer and Donna were mixed change, man. I'll get this car done. And what time are we on now? We will be back. We'll be back. We're back to a proper footy second half, 4 o'clock. Yeah, Nozza. This week I had a caliper that was stuck on. Back passenger side caliper been stuck on for about a week. You know, proper horrible noise. Took in the garage, so new caliper, brakes and pads and discs for the back, 300 quid. Just these wheels to do now. 300 brick. Yeah, I thought it was good. Like, you know what? They give us a. I'll show you later, mate. They give us like a, printout of the parts and whatever. And they got a brake caliper. And I priced it up right over because I had a load of shit over Christmas. But I priced the brake caliper up for my car from Euro parts. Cheap, and I know they're cheap. Right? It was 120 quid. The one they got was 83 quid. 83 quid. Well, it was £40 an hour labour, which can't argue with that, can you? Tell you what, Norris, that brake just is not coming off in a hurry, mate. You know what? I've got patience today. Looks an absolute mess, like, I'll be honest. Looks like rust. I know it will come off, like, but elbow grease.
Give me your little farm.
Do you know what it is, you? Like, all my need that strip a child.
Alright, start off by you. Got a leg Friday.
What about? What about?
Like, start real wise. Start like.
No, mate. I just pay for them when I'm off the tit. Yeah, I can swear. He's a blue one. The one blow the other eye. Do you know what it is? I'll go off in my eyes and that to be straight, right? But when I'm up before team on it.
That's why it's just like got a bit warm, you know.
Oh man, Tunes, don't try and give it like that. Just as Warren fucking hammers your actually gun.
Yeah, we talked about junior fucking pop.
Oh, mate, I was struck Julian's cat while he was hanging out the back of his jeans.
What was going to put up use? That's the sort for fucking all sleeps. He ain't even got a birdie, but he's got no red city.
Why that tune? I live by his own. I wouldn't want to tune.
Would you have a game bang?
I have all the cats out. All the cats.
Oh, you that? That's the only way you can push it to come, innit? When you call it.
Tune, what I tell you is, you're an old packet man, right? Let's get this. And I don't even have to comprehend with the license of my testicles. And that's your fucking tune. Just one thing. Go for it, man. What you said?
I just want to know too, for you getting yourself to make up tonight?
No, he's on the floor bed now. Warren's fucking hammering his glass and he's on the floor bed. That's he's fucking back.
I told you, that's the blow up.
I'll just kick us off him because I'll jump there.
I'll see what, I'll get Missy soon up the minute.
Get her out there while
she was for
he's going to get Mrs. Tunes up now. She's walking around dribbling like a fucking snail trail after Warren's in the background. What do you call that? When did you fall asleep last night?
Oh, fuck yourself. It's too bad.
What time did you fall asleep last night?
Me? I know after I went on Jim Smith and I went off and I thought, fuck this, I want to sleep. Then I woke up this morning and I thought, fuck this, I ain't couple of food no more.
And then an hour later, you fired the line up.
You know what? Said, and I thought you like bastard about I keep you off on and keep you off you guy and cunt. And I thought I'm going to go live and I thought, oh, I'm 50.
So is this what the weekend's going to be? You and Jim go back forward the movie kicks
fucking that's why we didn't see some apartment shoot these old that's what it was. So
YouTube is fucking bonkers.
No, I'm not letting go. I'm bouncing it. I'm bouncing it. I'll pay bail. Yeah, I'll pay bail. No, Shazzy said, let me on and I'll come back for you.
All right, Vander. Quiet one in here. I knew it was a bad idea right from the start, but we will be back.
I know. Listen, he is scared. I'll be honest, guys. Because obviously, you know that you're a little bit. You're a little bit. Oh, totally. We now you're all right. Why I just put it in. I just yeah, like I wouldn't want you to get trolled and abused because you want a bit of I just say my book does, but I slept longer than 5 minutes. I know, I'm not even going to beat you up quite for me, mate. But yeah, I've got no against Jerry, but I know how they work, but they can't work like we're supposed to be doing it.
We're fucking me, That time to come on your panel, I would have been sound. You had the bacon brigade on you.
So right, Lammy.
Right, Quimbo, what's up? What's up?
No, look, folks, I'm going to be good now. We're going to be on
and the chat, tell me what to do.
Tune, stop behaving like this is your channel, man. Stop kicking a fuck with us all. I'm trying to know the beast. Do I Lammy, but I'm telling you, Sue, are you scared of them?
Oh, I can't solve the tree, bloody. It's fucked up. No, I'm straight to the time. I'm not going to be run the bush.
You scared of them now?
I could tell you the name was something not right.
No, about Lammy, I'm about Tune.
Stop that shape when boy I talk about Lammy. Now you're backtrack because you're fucking
No. Sorry, I'm making all that. Yeah, that.
Wouldn't give a fuck. I like
So, Labby, like, be honest, are you scared of them or I know you're not like getting full involved with the argument.
10 times a day, man.
And I'd say Lammy, you're scared of them. That's my opinion. I'm not saying you are.
Oh, well, I mean, I just said it.
I didn't hear a good thing.
I'll get him in the chat and fucking listen to the panel.
What are you talking about? I'm saying I came back on.
You've got a good channel there, and then you've got people coming in trying to dictate and run panel, mate.
That's true, what it's about.
And that would be a couldn't come on when people are but in that regard, that for I'm not bringing you on, Bob, not bringing funny, I know, not when I was on, they bother.
Because he's scared of the Bob, but like I say, not that one. I know, but Lammy, Lammy. Shot, man, how many? No, I mean, I don't think that was you're scared of him, but it's fucking YouTube, man. I'm not scared of that. I know, but it is YouTube, though, when you look at it like that. Simple as that.
Good one, man, you're going your own direction, you wouldn't let it go.
Well, but just couldn't be asked me that day, man. What's the problem? Like, I'm not telling you what I want, but you don't know what you want.
You know what the best thing is? It was the inside of the car that needed cleaning the most. That's another thing, that though, it's a mission that.
Can you see that? Rats and all that shit, man. It's fine, it just doesn't. Just like to express ourselves like natural. Like, you feel better. It gets a bit boring. Let me ask you a question. I get boring over when you should let other people on. And it's just when you ever try to get on my channel. I'll tell you, I'll jump you now, jump on it. You know what it is? Jump on my next slide. Jump on my next slide. I'll jump on. It's going to end up an argument. Because I'll tell you what. But you're not. Wait there. No, wait there. Oh man, you stop fishing with YouTube funds. Lammy's trying to get some.
Is that Lammy taking shuffle on there, is it?
No, bro. Yeah, that's like, obviously, he's inclined. You got to look at Lammy in the views. Lammy, I'll jump on your take. Listen, Lammy, if you want some views, I'll give you some. But you got to look at it. You know, they just jump on using it. You're like the new Jay. And I'll tell you what, Jay seen the line. Big up Jay. Jay does that. Oh, him? I just tell you, like, listen, YouTube, man, it's no future, you're a fucking pig.
Bob Cart is just Bobby Thompson. He thinks he's Bobby Thompson, the little waster. You don't know who Bobby Thompson is? Eddie, Google Bobby Thompson, the little waster. Just Google it, mate. That is Bob Cart. He's a comedian, right? I know Bob Cart's not funny, but that's how he's trying to be, mate. Bobby Thompson. Well, go and check him out on Google. I think he's dead now, but that's Bob. I told him actually the other week on a panel, I can't remember who it was, but he came on and I said,
just saying, Lammy sound me.
He could not.
Well, he said he meant the help room, but that's here. I meant up, they fucking up now. We're meant to have If you carry on like that, you'll end up like tunes, and that's when you need somebody. No, man, at that point, we built blood pressure's fucking through the roof. There's a cost of
You didn't buy you going on shuffle, just split out in on it, though.
And why do I go on shuffle? I've got no reason to.
That's right.
The only reason I'm going on you is because, you know, when you want to say sorry to party bill or shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You come up here and fucking try to back people up and give me more. Yes, I have. I've got my legs to get about it. Bollocks.
Have you had a look at? Quiddy's got Quidbar's got some banter, right? Yeah, he's got some banter.
You just choose the things, you know. Right, next one, the apology of you, I'll put that one back on. I choose now an apology of you, I'm going to bring you to death, right?
I ain't scared of it. I'm talking about.
Could you put your best contact down and fucking rip you? You don't get anyone with no contact. Get with it. Might be more, man. Anyone with fucking back, you're not down to yourself, some.
I ain't got a sell open.
Well, you're supposed to go where the boat and locks, because you open the door. You said your bed. Sure. The door, the little faggot. You said your last one out with the iron bar spanked you over the fucking head. You soft cunt. No, anyway, lads, I'm going to bounce this one on YouTube. You deal with that yourself. Everyone will go on anyway, fourth round.
Tell you what, man, that was hard work. That I'm not doing that again. Too much preparation. Nobody in the chat. Happy days. All right, Vander, what's happening, mate? Don't worry about me, one in the chat, Vander. Just absolutely, yes, boss man. Sounded like a good idea earlier on, doing your car and that. Tell you what, I'm gonna next time, bus dog. Next time, I'm taking it to the garage. I'm taking it to the £10 quick valet. You know what I mean? Yes, fact. Half time. What's happening here? Fact, I don't even know what won the Gold Cup. Yesterday. Any of the favourites come in, like, or what? Let's have a look. What's the score here? 0-0 at the Borough. I haven't even had a bet. I did have a good kit last night, missed everything on here, but it just sounds like it's all the same shite, innit? Was that the one that won it last year, mate? Oh, it's taking me a while to get my bearings back now. What's happening now? Pick up the howler. It's on the my signal to start going, innit? At the Hibs game. Good lad. What's the score at the Hibs? Coventry beating hey, fact, you were in the Coventry. You've been shouting for Coventry, weren't you? Lincoln 3-0 up at half time, man. Here we go, second half's off. No sound. What's going on? The highlights. Are we playing like the Blants go? It's supposed to be the highlights from the first half and the Borough. Oh, how's he missed that? Jesus. To move this signal. Yeah, man. That was good, that, like. I might show it now, actually, boss. Why is there no sound on the game? There you go. Might have to show that, like, boss dog. That was funny, that. So, that smile is a bit mad, isn't he? Has anyone heard a smiler? Oh, he deleted it. Yeah, pussy. That smiler, he's mad in, man. He's been live for about 24 hours. Feel a bit naked without the hat, right, boss? That thing on THC bit there. 6 o'clock this morning. Go on, lad. It's still half time at the Borough, even though it is 2 minutes past 4. You're always deleting stuff, man. Always. You know what? The only things I've ever had to delete, well, I haven't even deleted them, I've just put them on private, is these lives that I did on my break at work, you know, before I was on the sick last year. Sort of I had to, in case somebody at work got wind of it, you know, in case, like, we'll look for a reason to get rid of it. Live and direct. Yeah, boy. Nicely poised there to the side, 0-0. You know what? We're going for 4 wins on the trot today, you know. So we all know Pig Band, don't we? That's what the Borough have been coming out now for years and years now. Oh, we've got a guest. Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
What's going on, man? What's going on there? What's going on there?
Well,
you know what? I thought that was AI there. I thought someone had stuck your head on somebody else's body.
You're very suave.
Smart there, mate. I didn't know you were gone. I heard you saying yesterday there was a wedding or something.
Yeah, it's a sister-in-law's, mate.
Looking good there, kid.
3-0 at half-time, mate, eh?
What are the... Mate, you can't stop scoring, can you?
Fucking hell, that's 3, 8,
14.
17 goals in 4 games. Ridiculous, mate. And we're up to 7th now as well. 1
like
point.
I said,
Sorry?
you're the top scorers in Europe. I said that, didn't I, the other day? And I'd like to see anyone else who's scored 17 goals in 4 games in Europe.
We've got the best form as well, mate, I think, to be fair.
Doing.
I know, we're on fire, mate. Big turnaround since
Who's
Christmas.
scoring them all like Dave?
Do you know that lad we've got on loan from Luton, that Taylor? He scored 6 in 3 games. He's on fire, mate.
That's what we need, like a goal scorer. We need a goal scorer. Like every club needs a goal scorer, don't they?
What are you on there? Brown ale?
It's that one similar.
Speckled hen.
What are you drinking today? Like, have you had a few swallies? Like,
I've had a couple of sneaky wines, mate. That's about it. That's all I'm allowed.
Flickering.
I look shit without a cap on, mate. I hate having my fucking
what? Look at the banner on that.
I know, mate. Look at it. You off work now?
I was Friday, Saturday, Sunday this week, right? I did yesterday, and I put a holiday in for today and tomorrow, and then I've got my own days off. But tomorrow, I'm going to a party. Tomorrow, right? My sister's pregnant, yeah, with her second kid, and tomorrow is revealing what gender it is.
All right.
She doesn't know yet. They know they've got the envelope at home. They've got the envelope at home now, but they don't know. They haven't opened it. They only found out yesterday, like at the hospital. So they're going to open it when we're all there tomorrow. We're all going to find out at the same time.
I'm guessing it's a girl, mate. That's my guess, a girl.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess,
50,
mate.
50, innit?
Yeah.
But it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh, though, when people say, oh, it's a boy. I know it's a boy. I've had a feeling. It's just, you don't know, do you? Know
I guessed all 4 of my kids right, mate. Before the birth, I guessed all 4 correctly, yeah. We had boy, girl, girl, boy. They all sat round the tables waiting for the food.
Have you got your vapes or you like Dave?
No, I didn't bring it, mate. Didn't bring it. Her dad's ex-police, mate. He's the last person I want knowing I smoke them.
But you can't smell though, can you? Hey, you've got a tattoo on your neck there. I haven't seen that tattoo before, fella. When did you get that? Other side.
I've got my daughter's name that side and the date of birth, and I've got my nephew's name that side, and then I've got one on the back of my neck as well.
How come I haven't seen them before? I haven't noticed them, mate.
Yeah, just writing, mate. Nothing special. I feel out of place, mate, dressed like this. I really do.
So what, are you just the guest, or are you a bit more important, mate?
Well, just a guest, mate, I suppose.
You're not like a... So where was the wedding like? Was it in a church or was it a civil thing?
It's the old barn farm, I think it's called, in Grantham. About 20-minute drive from Lincoln. It's where me and Stacey got married, mate. So it was a bit of deja vu. It was a bit weird, actually. Nice venue though. Just out in the middle of nowhere, mate, in the country. It's nice.
Oh yeah. Can't beat a good wedding, like, can you? Good piss up in it.
Yeah, well, fucking.
You had your dinner and that, yeah. You had your dinner and that, yeah.
Everyone's in the main room now, sat around the tables waiting for the dinner. That's why I just nipped out for a quick fag, mate.
Yeah. Just been washing my car. Were you watching? Terrible, that. Too much hard work, that.
I didn't know you had a Volvo.
Yeah, man.
It's a bit suave, mate. A bit suave.
Man. 300 notes it cost me this week for a brake caliper and some new brake pads and discs and that. Have you got the kids there where you like, Dave?
Hey, I'm not allowed to drink, mate.
Got the kids at that with you?
I've just been walking around picking up wines, I have. Fucking hell, my daughter
Don't leave
saw
me
mate, she hit the fucking roof. Started shouting and everything.
naughty that, like.
Got to be done, mate. I hate shit like this, mate. I fucking hate weddings and stuff. Any family gatherings just don't feel right. Right, I suppose I better go and fucking
Get
back
on with
into.
them all, like.
If you're still
Isn't
on,
there any other gadgets there, like is there any other gadgets there or what? Like proper gadgets? He's had about a bottle of wine there.
I need it, mate. It's
You'll
fucking
be on
that
the
big.
dance floor tonight. You're going to be on the dance floor. You'll be on the dance floor later.
If I get a few more wines down me, I might, mate.
Be like something out of Thunderbirds, won't it?
Yeah. Me and Stacey were in the exact same room that we had on our wedding night as well.
So what happened last night, Dave? I just got in. I got all sorted and I was just going to hit the link and you'd gone.
I did 2.5 hours, I think.
I know, bad timing that, like, for me.
I didn't
was
know
listening all the way home. It was all right, like, wasn't it? You had Donna on, didn't you? Donna's all right, like.
Yeah, Donna jumped on. Lucifer jumped on. Even DSL jumped on, mate. It was nice to speak to him. I hadn't spoke to him before. He's a good lad. I like him.
Sound, you know, he comes on here. He sound here.
Yeah, it's good bloke,
Good
mate.
to see. I've seen Raver talking to him as well because Raver and Flavor's got it into their heads that it was him that was trolling them and it wasn't him. But I knew it wasn't him. So that's all sorted. Yeah, he's all right. He sound good lad.
I don't think he'd do it like that, mate, to be honest. He doesn't seem that kind of bloke, does he?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to shoot, mate, and go and have my food. And if you're still on after, I'll jump back on, buddy.
Yeah, man, I'll be waiting. I want to see when them wine's kicking.
I'll speak to you in a bit, Fly.
We all do, all 6 of us.
Yeah, I bet.
Right, enjoy. Enjoy. He's off his head, and he did, like. In the fact, imagine. Just had about a bottle of wine there. Cardiff were playing Swansea early on, boss. Had it on. That's a bit of a feisty one, isn't it? Cardiff derby. Cardiff Swansea. What's the score? Oh, good save. Swansea 2-0. Unlucky. Weddings are well known. There's always a scuffle in there later on the night. Always a bit of argy-bargy in there. See if I can get it going, like. They are good, these, but take a bit of get going. You have to, like, puff on them for ages, man. Or is that what you do? Where do I put the lighter, like? Just on the oil bit, on that bit? Because there's... Do you know what started happening, in fact, right? Yesterday, I was sucking that hard on it that the oil started coming out the top with like a big bubble. It's like treacle started coming out of there. Got a brand new one here, unopened. Let's go for it. I know that's the only thing. In fact, I'll probably end up setting it on fire. This is brand new, hasn't been opened yet. Every time I've got them, it's been different. Brand spanker. It's got a little dot there, right? And when it's working, it goes white. See that? Naughty. See, that one works straight away. Yeah, I've heard that one as well, bro. Got that one straight out the box, yeah. Like fully charged and all that, and like working straight away. So I wish that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I know, boss. What's going on? Like, are you have you cut yourself down like to be not smoking zoot through the day now? Or what's going on? Good though, because you can smoke some zoots. You and Yeti. Coughing though. I challenge anyone. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on, son. 10. Oh, I missed. Six months. Yeah, that's it. Like, I will be. I like the heating up idea. Loads of empty seats at the other side. Man City, Newcastle. I didn't even know it was the FA Cup, you know. Must all be on tomorrow, I think. So the lad who's in goal for Blackburn used to play for Borough. His dad was absolute Borough legend, Stephen Pears. Oh, there's a boxing on tonight. What channel's that on, like? Joe Joyce. Oh, who's he fighting? Who's he fighting again? I think I've seen, you know, Sky do this. Sky. I think it's Sky, the way they do the, you know, when you have like a face off. And I think isn't it Bomber Graham who sits there? Errol Graham, is it? Is it just like an eliminator? Yeah, it'll be a good game that, like. We've already had Baz's prediction 5-0. 5-0. Yes, Monkster, what is happening? Join the very exclusive club of 7 over here, Monk. Man, bringing the big numbers in. I've already washed the car live. It didn't go well at all. Like, I'll never ever do that again. Too many, like, you know, when you get the hose, it gets a kink in the hose while you're trying to rinse, and you're just having to keep shaking the hose pipe and that, innit? Brutal, man. Honestly, next time, to 10 out of the Romanians, I don't care. Like, I've been watching loads of boxing the last few days. What did I watch? I watched another full fight last night, Calzaghe, back in his heyday. I watched about 5 full fights from years ago because it just one of them just popped up on recommended. It just started playing Eubank Calzaghe. But what's happening with your? How's that going, mate? Yeah, it's tonight, Monk, apparently. Yeah, Monk, how's the last time I think I heard you talking about it being a party and you've been saying no for a few hours, then you went, I go on. And then you went out and bought some. I think you went out and bought a QT. Go on. Go on, son. Go on. Go on. Oh, this is a big game for the Borough, you know what I mean? Yeah. I know you've had a bad week, like, mate. I know you had a bit of a. Come on, Borough. Get it over. Let's see, man. Blackburn Rovers have got the championship's top scorer. Don't even know who it is. Break dancer with your knob out where it isn't left his knob hanging. I heard that bit. You just met Smithers there, Mum. Smithers I think it was Smithers anyway. He was all dressed up smart at a wedding. And he just downed about a pint of wine off the table. Come on. I was listening to Tunesys early on, Monk. And like, honestly, never known a man like, never known a human change like that after 4 cans of Stella. Come on, but a free kick just outside the box. You should be getting these on target. You know, you've got to get it on target. I mean, if it's on target, you're not scoring. Oh, were you getting it again? He said he was gonna. Then the next breath, he goes going on about pipe and slippers and that, when he turning up in his pipe and slippers and that. Just the fact that he had shuffling on there today. After all the carry on last week, it's only been this week where they've been going in on him. Shuffling Julian, absolutely torturing him. Because he only YouTube, innit? Monk, Phil Graham dropped a comment in here early on, mate. Just saying, I've seen a comment on somebody else's chat yesterday, but yeah, he's just fed up. I think. Fed up. He dropped a comment in, beware. Well, you won't have to go that far back in the chat, actually. Is that what they do now? Madness, isn't it? Honestly, anyone, Monk, do this for me, right? Google or go on when you're on YouTube, yeah. Search for Bobby Thompson, the little waster, right? Bobby Thompson, the little waster. That is Bob Cart. That is who Bob Cart's trying to be. And he's from Bob's neck of the woods. He's like from a little mining village, you know, in the northeast. He's on stage with this. He's like Andy Capp. Just check him out. You'll see what I mean. Been saying it for ages, man. Yeah, man. Mate. What is this like? Just school level as well? Used to be the parents and that were the worst. I called him it on somebody's panel last week. I said, you, Bobby Thompson. That's who we trying to be. He was like, you know, Bobby Thompson. And there was a cartoon on there, Andy Cap. Remember, there's some old bloke like with a flat cap and that. That's Bob Cart as well. Oh right, yeah. Oh yeah, they are quite strict in there, you know. They have to be done. They're all under the FA, aren't they? You know what? That's weird because that's about the only fruit machine I can remember as well. I remember that in the pub. Triple substitution for butter. 20 minutes to go. 500 notes. So must have shouted it, eh? Must have shouted it. Did he get sent off like? So there's a new kid on the block with the borough, Silvera. He's only a young kid. Just brought him on. Was it like somebody with like a big swag bag on the back? That's what I'm picturing. I was never like that, no. Yeah, carousel manager, mate, yeah. Doing an alright job, you know. It's weird, right, Mum, because when we had a few players, we had like a place called Plain, right? It was in the town, and it, it had loads of fruities and upstairs and whatever. And the lass that we went to school with, she used to work in there, you know, giving people change and stuff. This is when I was like 16. And I can remember, right? There was about 3 or 4 of us who we got a little bit addicted, you know. If we had a few quid, we'd just go to Plain in the town. You'd have to get the bus or whatever. You never left with any money, did you? You only come out of there when you lost all your money. But when you did, you know, with the ones with the nudges, where you nudge and you gamble, and everyone's got like their own technique, you know, where you have to hit it and see if you lose or win. Man. I can remember once me mate getting a fiver to get his hair. His nana had given him a fiver to get his hair cut and go downtown. So me and him went down. Obviously, before he got his haircut, we went in the plane. Yeah. Next thing, he's got no money. He's got no money, and I've got no money, and he hasn't had his haircut. And we're in the town. He hasn't had his haircut, but he's got no money to get his haircut. So I had to cut his hair for him. Honestly, I cut his hair. He had clippers and that at my mates because his nana was going to kill him. Lost all the money on the fruities. But that was just a phase for me because as soon as I started going out to pubs and that, I had now to do. A couple of my mates would spend all night, you know. One of them met his wife round the fruit machine. My mate was his best man, but he brought it up. He brought it up about how they met, how my mate and his wife met, and the lad who was best man in his speech. In his speech, he says, "Oh yeah, Paul wooed Sam, and love blossomed over the fruit machine. And it was a thing. He'd go out for a night out, and he'd just spend all night in the fruit machine." Yes, Jimbo, what's happening? You missed the washing of the car early on, Jimbo. Some great content there, mate. I'm surprised. I mean, the 3 people that were in got a proper masterclass in how to clean your car when you can't be asked. I don't even think there's anyone that's land, you know. Flavors, I think that's it. You know what, right? This is how bad it was in that plane, right? They come round and ask you if you want a coffee, and like just to make you stay in there. You know what? They started giving fags out in the end. The last was coming round. Do you want a ciggy? Do you want a cigarette? It was when you could smoke inside, going around giving fags out, man, just to keep you in there, so you spend all your money in there. Now with all the ones in the town, because there's still people who do that, old people and that, who just get the pension or whatever, and then just go straight into Regal Amusement in the town. They're on every parade of shops, man. A fruit machine. I mean, how bad must you feel, right, working in a place like that, when you see old Beryl's just got a gyro, right, rolling in, and they're opening the door for her. Come on, Beryl, get yourself in, yeah. Then they get her a coffee, and they get her all night, get her all sorted, and then they just watch her for all the pension in the fruity. You know what I mean? And you couldn't work in one of them places, could you? It's Quinn Bar, how you doing there? Quinny's been on another panel. I think that was it last night or today, Quinny? Man's jumping on bare panels. It's all right, mate. It's all right, because Monk, when he's on a panel now, he talks like he's got a lift, doesn't he? That's what it sounds like, Monk. It's like, some people, say somebody new come on. And he had a bit of a stammer, stammer. How long do you think it'd be before someone just said something, oh, why are you stuttering like the stutterer? But I've heard I've heard loads of times when you've done them back or front things, when you've got two words and you change the first letter, or you change a bad letter somewhere. It just comes out like like hyperdemic nerdle. You know that one? I remember someone saying that, hyperdemic nerdle. Instead of hypodermic needle. I've heard Monk do a few of them all where you just can't get it out, you know what I mean? I'd never heard that one before, I'd never heard that one. It's like when you get to our age, you've heard them all, haven't you? The jokes and the sayings. Mate, work was done half an hour ago. When you have this stupid idea, right, Steve, that you'll wash your car. Now, don't lie, right, because I spent a bit of money on it this week, but it needs cleaning. Just got it in my head that Saturday I was going to get up early, proper clean my car, and I thought, I'll just do a live as well, because it'll like kill two birds with one stone, you know what I mean? Never again, you just wouldn't believe it. First of all, I get up, that bit goes all right. I get to have a shower and all that. Everything's going to plan. Goes downstairs, starts looking for the cleaning stuff and that. Opens the garage. Next door's only got all this gear on. Cleaners, tranny man, everything. And he's only just started it, like, so he couldn't write this. That's why at the start of this I was in the garage. But yeah, work has finished for the day, mate. There's loads of brake dust on one of the alloys where that brake card was stuck on. Loads of horrible orange brake dust. It's going to take some getting off that. Give it a quick wash there, just with fairy liquid and sponge and that. Hardly anything come off. I used to love washing my car, you know, years ago. Years ago, I could quite happily spend hours on my car, you know, just getting right into it, you know, cleaning out on the drive on a nice sunny day, music on and that. Mate, I thought, because you obviously wash the pit car, don't you, Jim? Jim washes the pit car. Well, I was only the second time I think I've washed it in like 2 years. Swear to God, man. Oh, come on. You know what? I can feel it. I can feel this like it does now, so I'll start talking too. Bug knows what they're like with these kicking. Yeah. I did well though. I've only got it out the drawer 10 minutes ago. But you know when Smithy, man, what's happening last night is on scale. See, I missed you live, yeah, because I was having a proper good kip last night. But when I woke up, I seen that you've been live, yeah, so I watched it from the start. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hilarious, man. Yeah, man, Jimbo. Mug, I did. What are they? What's that? THC chocolate? I seen with the 40 quid each or something, 80 quid. Yeah, Jimbo been on fire the last few days, mate. Absolute fire. I couldn't try to think. I haven't really been in your chat, you know, mate, but I watch, man. You know, I've never wavered on the Jim Smith thing. And even when, like, I know it's good to see, like, you and Monk talking again, because not going to lie, that puts you in a bit of a position, you know what I mean? I'm being totally honest here, because I like you both. But I sort of knew that Monk would apologise, mate, and I knew you would accept it. It's just good that you did it pretty quickly. But like I said the other day about Jimbo, you'll never hear Jimbo you never hear Jim Smith calling anyone anything like horrible, like the words that we, what I'm on about. And it's his accent, man, that makes it sound worse, 100%. The way he comes across, it makes his words sound worse than they are. You know what I mean? Because of the way he delivers it. He knows what I mean. Smithers is back. Anyone who missed it, Smithers is all like proper suited up there. With like a proper wedding suit with a big like carnation hanging out here. If you missed it earlier on, rewind a little bit, or he says he's going to come on, shows that his dad dance later on. I know, mate. I know. I knew because I just didn't. I just knew that he didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Brilliant, isn't it? That's naughty. That like 5-1 to Mansfield against Bradford. Eh? It's not worse than when you get a good tonking at home like Jimbo. Is it? Not worse when you get a good tonking. It's good when you're away though. There we have all nice serious highlighted comment there, and then you move to the next comment. Oh, he's at the crossbar. Oh, brilliant bit of skill there. Brilliant bit of skill, right? Absolutely. Johan Cruyff, the defender, out of the game, right? Johan Cruyff turn, left foot. Curler comes off the bar. Thought was in. Oh, mate. They're good them, like, aren't they? You know what, Jim? If you go, because I'm a Tesco man. I'm a Tesco and a Co-op. The Co-op, because it's on my way to work. And every time I go to work, I always go to the Co-op. Doesn't matter if I need anything, I just go. Like, I just go in for a walk about, just like a habit. But Tesco, they make it impossible for you not to want a club card, isn't it? As soon as you walk in the door, they'll have something that you really like in Tesco, the big Tesco. And it'll say £15. Club card price, £7.50. So they give half price if you've got a club card. So you've got to have one, haven't you? So has anyone else used them scanner things, in Tesco when you go in the supermarket, Tesco, big supermarket? When you walk in, they have all these little handheld things, they look like a little remote control thing, scanner. And what you do now, you pick one of these things up, yeah? You scan your club card so it knows who you are. And then as you're going round, and you're buying stuff, you put it straight into your bag, but you buzz it, yeah. You zap it, and it comes up. So basically, just putting all your shopping in your bags, and this thing's telling you how much you've spent and what you've bought, right? And when you've spent your whatever £100 and your trolley is full of bags for life with all your stuff in, you then, instead of going to get them zapped off somebody at the till, you just take them into this self-service thing, yeah? And then you zap it again at the machine and you make your payment. Never once, apparently, the only security there, right? The only way that they don't know if you were putting stuff in there that you're not zapping it, so pinching it basically, is that they have a couple, a lass or a lad walking by and every now and again they'll stop someone and check the last 10 products in the bag, and that's their security. Imagine. No, well, I said that, Jim. I said that, right? Because I went with my mother. I took my mother. I'd never seen them used before, right? But I said, how do they know? But they didn't wait. How do they wait? 'Cause the stuff's in a trolley, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you don't have to wait though, boss. When you take the trolley with all your stuff in, right? What you've spent, and what. So they're just trusting you, right? That you've done all that, right? That you haven't put stuff in there and not zapped it. But even so, I've been a few times, right? I've never seen anyone stop. I can't see I can't see how you couldn't get away with shoving something in the bottom of the bag. I'll have to double check on that one, Jim. I know everything is weird, like I know what you mean, but you know who could ever imagine years ago that you could just self-service? You know, even that, like 10, 15 years ago, just doesn't sound right. And then now, it's just bad. I mean, if you didn't know, didn't know what these barcode things were, what walked around Tesco, you would just think everyone was just pinching because there's putting stuff in the bag, and that. I know it's mad, isn't it, that you could have like massive loads of bags for life, right, dead heavy, but when they weigh them, they know that you've nicked a bag of crisps that weigh like 30 grams. Is that right? Is that right? Are you winding us up there, or what? 0-0 draw for the work. Good like. Still a point in it. Was anyone watching will they be able to tell you if you're having a boy or a girl, like? Yeah, apparently. So I've got to wear something for this thing tomorrow at my sister's. I've got to wear either pink or blue. You know what I mean? I did have a few pink tops, like I'm not gonna lie. Golf polo shirts. I don't know. Got loads of blue stuff, but Has anyone seen the new series of Gladiators? Have you watched Gladiators, Monk? You know, the one with like used to have Wolf in and all. Mate, it's on BBC One now, yeah, on 6 o'clock. It's worth a watch, you know, man. There's some obviously it was an ITV thing, wasn't it, back in the day? But it's the same sort of games, you know, what's it called? The Pugil, where the big, like, massive cotton buds that they're fighting each other on, trying to knock each other out. But it's worth a watch, man. Can anyone remember the name Eunice Huthard? Eunice Huthard. Is that just me with a crazy memory? Every shop you go in now has got like security. Our local Tesco. Last night the security had a burqa on. A burqa, right, with a high vis. Not even joking, in the Tesco. And that was like security, you know, for the shop. Swapping the stickers and that. Swapping the Upsy stickers. Actually, my mate used to do that at B&Q. He's right twat for it. I'm sure I got a power shower out of it for 50 quid or something. Yeah, Gladiators definitely worth a watch out. But that Eunice Huthard, right? I always remember her because they were all the gladiators were scared of her. All the gladiators were scared of her. Honestly, she was like rock hard. Hey, go on, Lordy, you know it, mate. I've got 3 pairs now. I thought $1.99. They're all going to go them over Christmas, so I've got 3 pairs, and they're an investment, really, aren't they? They're like the original ones, though. These are, you know, the originals had like leopard skin in there, didn't they? No, zebra skin. I've got them somewhere, mate. What's happening, Lordy? Have you been having a break? Because I haven't seen you for ages. Like, I have seen you this week in other chats and that. Why do you lot not get on with pork chop, Lordy? What's the crack with Porky? He's been on here before, Porky, and I think he's all right. But I know I have put some late night. I have been put a live on like really late and flicking through, and Porky will be in the middle of a bit of drama, you know. But I know all the Borough lads take the mick out of him and that, don't I? You go to Aldi though, don't you, boss? There's no shame in that, mate. There's no shame in Aldi or Lidl, is there, you know? Rugby being honest. I know, yeah. I thought that were all the Borough lads seem to just it's already been done, mate. It was being done, and you know what? You wouldn't learn anything about washing cars off me today, bro. You know, when you just get fed up and everything's just stressing me out. So that's all done. So Jim, are you finally live up? So if you've got one set up, mate, because be tea down for me shortly anyway. I'll have another 10 minutes. Put it all away now. But I did have the power shower out. I had the power thing out, which didn't work, right? It didn't work. It wasn't even making a noise, you know, like it wasn't even doing that, and the water was just sprinkling out. So that I had to put that away. Now, you know, when the long hose pipe that you haven't had out since the winter, it's got loads of kinks in it and that, and the water just keeps stopping. It was still made in. Oh, wait. Oh, you moved up, have you? Well, I've heard, though, that the food in there, when I was growing up, right, I'm not even going to lie, I wouldn't eat anything up with Heinz, right? It had to be Heinz. And to the point where if my mum made me beans on toast, I would like go and look in the bin, see if it was Heinz. And that's how bad it was, like. But now I can taste the difference, but it doesn't bother me. But Aldi, a load of people say that Aldi stuff, and it's all made by, they've got like their own brands, haven't they? Like this brand of like, say Heinz, but they'll make everything. They'll make everything for Aldi, you know what I mean? And I think that's what keeps the prices down there. Yeah, honestly. And the funniest thing is, like, my son just turned out exactly the same. He's even worse anyway. He wouldn't. He was so fussy, man. He is still fussy now. We're probably listening now, and he won't argue with us. But when you go in Tesco now, though, Jim, haven't you seen that half the Tesco stuff will have like an Aldi price match sticker on it? You know what I mean? Aldi price match. So it's like Aldi. Aldi couldn't price match anyone, really, could they? You know what I mean? Yes, Peter, mate. I know they are. You do hear loads of people saying that. What about that wonky veg, though? I remember Darryl Adams, right, going on about wonky veg, and I was like, what the hell is he on about wonky veg? You know, I just thought it was Darryl being like stupid. And a couple of weeks later, I'm walking around Lidl, walking past the fruit and veg, and I see this thing, wonky veg. Couldn't believe it, man. I thought he was winding me up, but you do get wonky veg, like wonky carrots. You get them like 20 pence cheaper or something. It's like 20 pence cheaper because the carrot isn't like straight, but you actually promote them out like wonky veg is brought on the bag. I thought it was just like a name someone had given them, but you actually brand it as wonky veg. Does anyone in here like eat the wonky veg? Like, you know what, Jim? Whenever I drink Jack Daniels, right, I always want to like fight the world and that. You know what I mean? It is. Well, saying that, it was my drink of choice. Probably the last 10 times I've been out in the town, like double Jack Daniels and Coke was with ice was always like the drink. Double Jack Daniels and Coke. So if Jim's drinking Jack Daniels for a litre, it's going to get messy pretty early in there. Give the wonky veg a shout out tonight, mate. Give us a few shout outs tonight anyway. As long as you don't drop me in it with tunes, it's all right, you know what I mean? That was one of the funniest things ever I remember when Film Boy, when Film Boy said Tunes has got noses like a space raider. Anyone remember that? That was one of the funniest things I'd heard, like space raider nose. Oh, mate. You know, when you have a bad do and a drink, when we were 16, I think we were on a ferry, me and my mate were going to Jersey on this ferry, and he was like, going to stay with his uncle, right? And it was the first time we'd been on holiday, just me and him were on the ferry, right? He said, oh, we'll have the Southern Comforts. Oh, mate, I was so ill, right? So as well as being on a ferry on the North Sea, right, it was just like horrible. Sorry, in the Channel. We were drunk on Southern Comfort, and it's just that smell of it now knocked me sick. I haven't touched it ever since. That's what we want, though, isn't it? A bit of that's what's been missing the last few years. You know, there's always one trying to beat the other one there on the milk, or 5p cheaper in Tesco, and then that's what you want, didn't you? Good for the buyer. But that all went out the window, but that's coming back now. They're all trying to outdo each other on the prices now, and it's good for us, you know what I mean? It's like Bacardi, Jim. All my aunties drink Bacardi, you know, all my aunties, and they're all like in the 60s, 70s, and that, you know what I mean? It's proper 70s drinking it, Bacardi. It's minging as well. Trying to think, I'm trying to imagine the taste again of Bacardi. It's like it's like, imagine Jim coming to the bar, because Jim did tell everyone that he does. Everyone wants to know what Jim looks like, yeah. Well, I can tell you now that think Miami Vice, Don Johnson, chinos and that, blonde. Well, that's Jim. He did let it slip again last night. So someone asked him at Levine Tunes to put his camera on, and he just said, just think of Miami Vice. Is it Don Johnson? There's a few times this week where facts it was on the lager the other day when Budweiser. Yeah, he was drinking Budweiser, man. Imagine. When you think of facts, you don't think of like cans of Budweiser, do you? But he knew he'd made an error, like. Definitely Hawaiian shirt. But look what I drink, man. I drink anything. There's a few old speckled hens on here, like, isn't there? I'm sure Jim Smith rekindled his love affair with Gail, didn't he, last night? And Teabag Tracy was back, wasn't she? Teabag Tracy, she's not daft now, you know, Tracy. What she does, she waits till it gets really, things are getting really heated up on the panel, then she'll make her entrance. Like, that's the status that Teabag Tracy's in now. She's in the high echelons of YouTube, you know. She put herself right up there with Ice Queen, Gail, all them, you know. She put herself right up there. She doesn't mess about with the minor tittle tattle. She might drop with the odd comment, but as soon as it gets a bit heated, Tracy's there, like. Oh, mate, Jimbo. Not gonna lie, right? There's a place, Old Peculiar, yeah. Like I do get it in the bottom now and again, right? I do love it, but the reason being, right? There's a place up in the Yorkshire, in the Moors. It's right near where Emmerdale Farm gets filmed. Gothland or something it is, right? But it's well known, this little pub, and it's well known for having like the best draft Old Peculiar. Been there a few times, like 5 pints of that. I challenge anyone to have 5 pints of Old Peculiar anyway. See if you can stand up, mate. But yeah, I've always like, when we used to go out in the town, when you'd go out with your mates, there was always like quite a lot of us, like about 20 of us with a minibus, always a minibus. And then you had like a route to go around the town. And out of 20 of us, we got, I think, 19 drunk, bottles, because you're always in a rush. So you get a bottle of Wholesome Pills or a bottle of Beck's, Smirnoff Ice, Hooch. It was when all the Alka Pops and that were coming out. But there was one lad, right, who just, even in the town, a pint of Tetley's. If he was in your round, right, it's 10 deep at the bar, and you finally get there, and you have to say, oh, 4 Smirnoff Ice and a pint of Tetley, in a banging pub. So you're waiting there for ages, and the lass is really pissed off because she could have served about 20 people, but she's having to do your mate's pint of Tetley, right? Sticks it on the counter. Now I've got to carry 4 bottles of Smirnoff Ice and a pint of Tetley through about 10 deep at the bar, mate. And then when you give him it, he'd have a taste, right? He'd have a taste and he'd whinge about it. He'd say, "Oh shit, this beer." Yeah, there's always one though. Yeah, it was always a bottle of Wholesome Pills. Remember Wholesome Pills? You don't see it now. It's still there out there, but you never see adverts for Wholesome Pills there anymore. I wonder why though, right? Like, how does a beer like Wholesome Pills or Beck's, that, let's face it, in the late 90s and early 2000s, Wholesome Pills and Beck's, everyone drank it, didn't they? So it's not like it's changed its recipe or anything, but you just never see it anymore, do you? No one ever see anyone going in and asking for a pint of Wholesome Pills. We all seen it, didn't we? Because I was on nights, I seen all 4 or 5 hours of Barnsley Bill on Julian's channel. I was at work, so I didn't see the chat, but I had my earphones in. So I heard it all, and I heard it in the next day when he says he'd been to bed, and I don't think yet. On Tuesdays, saying the same stuff, saying how he's promised he's going there. I think we all knew, we all knew that he wasn't. Yeah, it's got to be cold, hasn't it? It's not a secret that this is why I know shuffling, because I used to work in Stanley for quite a while, a good few years, and I used to travel there. Every day from Middlesbrough to Stanley, and it's like 45 miles, like a 90-mile round trip. But that's how like I started talking to shuffling on here through working at Stanley, and he knows people that I know. But yeah, another infamous character on here, Tony Burkett. I think it was Tony Burkett, got filled in a bookies in Stanley. He was living in Stanley for a bit. And it's the type of place, like it is a rough place. It is hard, like, you know, back in the day to go out drinking in Stanley, you were gonna, if you didn't get into a fight, there was going to be a fight, you know, very close. So yeah, so Tony Burkett was living there apparently. As soon as word got out, they waited for him to be on his own in bookies, and loads of lads went in and probably filled him in, kicked him out, scattered him out of the town. I hadn't seen him for ages, right? But I was flicking through YouTube. It was only a day or two ago, and I seen he was live. Because he says mush, doesn't he, all the time? He says mush. I seen he was live, so he must be still doing a bit like. Are you doing the live like Jimbo? We got one set up like, or what? Well, the worst of the worst, if you believe. I'm sure I think it is out there anyway. The facts about Burkett, and he is a bit of a naughty man. They've got no shame, though, have they? They've got no shame. How the hell them two ended up together, mate? I do not know. I can remember that Paula coming on back in, it was right when I first started watching thingy, and she sat on somebody's live for about 2 or 3 hours and just basically told her whole life story, like it's like how she sat in her house and her ex smashed the door down and just in front of a kid broke her nose. No, hit her broken nose. But just going really into that mad detail. That's what all I remember of her, like. But if you're going to get with Pizza Face, it's bad, like, when I eat Pizza Face. It's just like, imagine him, Burkett, imagine them when they were up, because they've all been to Paddy's shed, haven't they? So you've got Paddy Conroy with his patch. Paddy Conroy with his patch is one eye. Then you got Burkett, who had also got a one eye, wonky eye, and then you've got Paul Ellis. They've all been in Paddy's shed, man. Does anyone watch Paddy Conroy? Because he's from like my neck of the woods. And I've been watching him since day one. I remember he had about 100 subs and he just started going live from his shed. And his signal used to go off all the time and that. And he used to only be able to do 20 minutes because his mobile data, he didn't have enough mobile data. And I've watched everything he's gone through. And he's still talking about the same stuff now, but he's got 1,000 people in his chat. 1,000 people, and honestly, there's a lot of green in there as well, you know, like members. I'm guessing is to be a member of Paddy's, I'm guessing it'd be a £5, $4.99 a month. And he has got bare members. But he lives on a farm, and he's got a good story in that. And but he has got a story. Yes, Dennis, it's happening. You at work, mate? Oh no, you're not. 'Cause I'm supposed to be at work. My shift. Oh, if I hadn't put a holiday today, I would still have an hour and a half on my shift. Yeah, what was he on about? Oh yeah, Paddy Conroy. So he has had some story, Paddy, though. A good documentary to watch is called The Wacky Backy Boat. Phil Berryman, or if you put in YouTube, Phil Berryman, Wacky Backy Boat, just listen to that story, right? That's the most unbelievable story you'll hear. Paddy ended up on a boat with this fella, this Phil Berryman. He was on the run, Paddy. He'd escaped from Durham. He'd escaped from him and Davy. Forgot his second name. Davy somebody. Who come to us? Had escaped while going to court from Durham prison. And he was looking at about 10 years. Paddy was looking at about 10 years, and he escaped. Got out with his van and went on the run. Davy Glover, cheers. Yeah, him and Davy Glover had escaped out of this van. Davy got caught straight away, but Paddy from Durham ended up in the Outer Hebrides somewhere, right in the north of Scotland. Somebody'd set him up to this fella on a boat who was going to Spain, so Paddy could get on this boat. This is the life Paddy's led, and he gets on the boat and they go to Spain, and turns out the boat's got the most hashish, the biggest haul of hash, Rocky, ever found by the customs, like millions of pounds worth of hash. Paddy's on that boat on the run. He was in prison in Spain for ages. So they're trying to extradite him, and that he broke out. But he was on the run basically. Ended up in Spain. Oh man, he has got a story, like, and that's before all the hassle that he's in now. He's had like a lifelong hatred for another family in from the town, from Newcastle. The Sayers, you might have heard of him. He's had lifelong hatred and battle with them. And his whole channel is about bringing the Sayers down, the Sayer family in Newcastle. Yeah, I mean that's just a fraction of Paddy's story. All the only documentary I've seen is one with that, like the taxman that did one on Paddy. If you believe the stories out there, they weren't even going to do Paddy. They went to do Stephen Sayers, that Donald McIntyre. They originally asked Stephen Sayers, who was Paddy's rival. He asked him to do the documentary, and he wouldn't do it. So then they asked Paddy. I think Paddy doesn't like that he was second choice. But yeah, there is a hour long, tells a little bit of the story, but nothing about the breakout in prison and that. We've been on there. I don't think he hasn't done Sean Atwood, has he, Paddy? He hasn't done any of the big boys, James English or Decker Heggie. Decker Heggie interviewed him. I think that's still out there. That's a bit mad as well. Remember that? In Paddy's kitchen, was it? Decker turned up, and it was when Decker was doing his being a podcaster, wasn't he? But it was a bit of a coup, though, getting Paddy, because he doesn't do it. He never does podcasts and that. Oh, he hates them, didn't he? He absolutely hates the Mason. They're like, they're the scum of the earth for him. Remember it? Yeah, Decker thinks he's a new Billy Moore now, doesn't he? Thinks he's like, he probably thinks he's a step up from Billy Moore because he spent them 3 months in that detention centre. Did you hear what he was saying? It was like that he feared for his life and all that. And I don't know, like, it was a bit heavy though. Like when they arrested him and that, it was on the news and everything. And then the flew him to Manila or something. Flew him to Manila and stuck him in this detention centre. You could tell he's going to milk it for all it's worth, like them 3 months. You know what? From what I've seen, his last live Jimbo, there's only a few hundred people in. And 6 months ago, he was pulling in like 1,000 money, like any time of the day as well. Jonesy would probably have him on, like, you know, I don't know what's that. I couldn't have any advice for Jonesy. There's absolutely no advice that you can give that man. Like, it's just too easy to trigger, isn't he? Too easy to trigger. We've been back for a while though. You're just never going to be a fighting troll, is it? You know, you might get a couple of hundred, but even he knows himself now that's all he is about. That's all he is. That's the highest you're going to get when you've got something kicking right off. The fighting trolls 1,000 in a chat days, they're gone then. Yeah, man, nice one, Jimbo. Yeah, it's about tea time anyway. Yeah, it's been a weird 3 hours. Like, it seems like a lot longer than 3 hours ago when I was washing my car. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, man. Again, quality in the chat, quality people, good banter. That's what we want. So we'll all carry it over to Jim Smith, where I think he's quarter of a bottle in there on his bottle of JD. So no doubt the fun will continue over there. And I wouldn't put it past Bossman either to do a bit of cooking later on. I'm not going to rule that one out. So put your notifications on for the Bossman there. Peace out.